A couple of weeks ago, I gave myself what is potentially one of the best golf lessons I've ever had. And it was so simple, so easy. And I want to show you guys just how the practice is going, because I honestly feel like I've been working on it quite hard. I've been using the Hackmotion device quite a lot, and I feel like I've got my wrist positions in much better places to be able to potentially hit shots like that one. I mean, look at this. This is all over it, Chris. And it's something which I have been working hard on, but it's not something which potentially has been that difficult. And the one thing that I am struggling with, which Chris is going to help me with today, is strike. You'll see that ball was all over the flag. It was just a tiny bit short because I didn't strike it just out the middle of the face. But as soon as I now, and we played golf the other day, Chris, actually, and I don't know if you noticed, but I actually played quite well, didn't I?
James did play very well. He did say that he obviously did this lesson by himself. Obviously, I wasn't here that day. Thank you very much.
It was me and the Hackmotion, mate. That again, look. And it feels like the club face is so open at the top, but it's not. It's like literally perfect.
So interesting with that one, that is the first one, if Bobby zooms in, that's the first one where he actually hit the position at the top. So obviously the top is where James has been working on. So his wrist position was a little bit too flex, which James will show you now. Obviously at the top, James, you were getting a little bit too much that way. So your goal was to get that wrist a little bit more extended.
And it's interesting because me and Chris have had this discussion about particularly my left wrist. I can't flex my wrist that much. That's as much as I can do physically. And we were quite amazed when we saw that, weren't we? Guys, do that at home now and just see how much, because a lot of people can generally get it a lot more. My right wrist is a little bit better. Rob's got
Bobby in there.
Look at Bobby there. Bobby's wrist like Mr. Flexion. But it's amazing how that's still my bad shot. That's still my bad go-to. So I think I'm a victim of watching golf swings like Dustin Johnson growing up and thinking, oh, I want to do that. I'm not built like Dustin Johnson, so why would I try and copy Dustin Johnson's swing? It doesn't make sense.
People have said you are built for speed.
I am built for speed, but also, Chris, speed kills.
Correct. But it's interesting, we're from the era where obviously everybody was taught that if you're a good player, you draw the golf ball. There, James again hit his point, and he's just got it a little bit going to the right, which for us is not a bad shot. James's bad shot has always been left of the hole, which as juniors we were always taught you had to draw the golf ball. James has gone a little bit too far there with his wrist.
I thought I did. I thought I did.
But not on that shot, but in your previous past. But now we're getting a lot better control of that club face. Again,
and that's the one where I feel like I pressured it more. So it's got the ball speed. Go on.
Oh, that would have been the first one ever.
Oh, look at my belly on there as well. That's awful. But, and this is where I'm hoping you guys are enjoying this series, the Weekly Hack. I hope you're really finding it insightful and enjoyable. This device is great for diagnosing weaknesses. It's also great for helping get those weaknesses out of your game. I didn't think I'd be playing this good of golf this early in the season.
No, I didn't either. But we need to obviously work on it with James's driver. So driver's what everybody wants to see. So James is going to hit another iron here. Obviously, we've got a streak going, so he is getting in the range now. We can see
all over it as well, by the way. Watch this.
That's another one well inside tour average, but streak, we've got 4 in the row at the top of the backswing, and he's only hit 6 shots, and he's always been at impact in a good position. But let's get the driver now, and let's see if he can replicate those moves.
Go on, this time.
One time.
This time. It's just 5 feet again.
Wait, are we in? Are we on, Bob?
Bobby's on a tee break.
Right, Bobby's just checked back in from his tee break. Right, we're in with driver now.
That's not bad, you know. I mean, I generally do start the ball left. Distance-wise, 265, running up to 285. It's there or thereabouts. What were the numbers like on the wrist?
So there, we was good at the top. Obviously, at impact, we're a little bit too flex. So a little bit too flex would encourage that golf ball to potentially stay a little bit left. And
that has been my bad shot for a long time, hasn't it? So if we can eradicate that with driver. No, that wasn't good. That was a cross. A little bit
spinny, but that was in the ranges. So again, if we're talking about getting your wrist positions into the right place, we want for you as an everyday golfer, as a handicap golfer or a scratch golfer, to get the ball more down the middle. So your bad shots there like James, not a perfect strike, but it was down the middle. If we're down the middle, we're not losing golf balls, and we shouldn't be losing too many shots.
Same again.
Same again.
That's the bad. How flex was that impact?
So that's -2 to the left. So that is James's bad shot. So you can see now at the top we've got it good. We now need to control that on the way down.
What I love about this is I've gone into this lesson thinking we're going to do a bit of a recap. I'm striking my irons really well. I'm confident. I'm loving life. Chris has gone, James, how's your driver? Yeah, well, it's hit and miss is the answer, but everyone wants to get driver better, don't they? So, because I feel like at the top, if I can get here with the wrist, what's that like?
Yep, that's in the range nicely.
So that's the feeling I want instead of there.
Correct.
Right. And then just release it. That's not bad. The strike wasn't good, but the kind of positioning was good.
That's it again. So in the ranges there, and again, the two we've got in the range there have both gone down the middle. So they're 290 with a mistrike, but down the middle and in play. So exaggerating the feel with the driver ever more so, because it is the longest
How's that?
in the bag.
I've absolutely ripped that.
Again, straight in the ranges there. And that could be one where we just go, right, you just set up, you've aimed a little bit left there, but a fantastic
I think what we're going to do
there.
next week, guys, we're going to take this out on the golf course and see if we can just really get this working.
Under pressure.
Yeah, because that's where really you want to know, right, I'm in the right position. Start hitting better drives. Guys, that has been the weekly hack. Thank you so much for watching. I think this is going to get really good. I think it's going to get good quickly. If you want to get good quickly, make sure you do hit that subscribe button. Make sure you check out Hackmotion in the link in the description below. Chris, thank you so much for the lesson this week. I know that you're the one who's helping me really.
I was here this week. Thank you very much, James.
See you.
See you next week.